So hello there guys, welcome to next video. Hope you are enjoying the series and you are watching all of the videos, right? If you have not watched it, then I request you to make sure you watching the video from start of the series so that you will learn all of it, right? So let's begin and आज का वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं। आज के वीडियो में हम देखने वाले हैं अबाउट द डेटा मॉडल्स। ओके, सो व्हाट इज द डेटा मॉडल? ठीक है, let me here go minimize a bit, and I need this right section today, so I'll keep it somewhere, maybe here. Okay, so guys, today we are going to see the models, how to build the models. Okay, what are the requirements to create a model, and what does model looks like, or what are the key facts that are need to know about the model. So a lot of questions will be there in your head, so we are going to discuss each and every. Okay, so basically model is nothing but there is a relationship between each and every table. Okay, suppose we are talking currently about this adventure works dataset. This dataset, as of now, you all of you must, or all of you know that the data structure of this database, basically the schema of this database. What does the schema means? Schema means that how the tables are constructed based on the data inside it. For example, let's talk about the product lookup table. Okay, so but its name suggests that there is some information about product. Okay, so that is very clear by this name, but we can name the table whichever you want, right? But since the data inside this table, let's go into the table view and explore the product lookup. You see, the all of the data is related to particular table, not a particular table. Data is related with the different tables. All the information given here is of different products. So let's try and explore a bit. So this is the product key given to this product lookup table. So what does the product key doing here? What is the importance of it? So importance is that this is the primary key for this table. So what is the primary key? Let's understand it as you are the student in a class, and as all of us went through school, so we know that a particular roll number is given to a student, right? From start, let's say 1 to, let's say, whatever the strength of the class. So that roll number is associated with a particular student. Suppose there are two students, they are from different addresses, but their names are same. Suppose there is a student whose name is Ram. Let's say anything, you can take it, Ram, and whose surname is, let's say, Rathod, right? Whatever name you want. So there are two students, their names are similar. Then how can you identify who is the belongs to address 1 and who is belong to address 2, right? So when you look through the student's notebook, attendance sheet, attendance register, so you'll find that, let's say, Ram, one of them is having a roll number of 20 and other one is having roll number of 25. So when you go to the attendance notebook register, then you will find the record or the roll number 20. So you will get the information about Ram, which is from address 1, right? Suppose that is from he's from address 1, and another Ram, the other one, which has a roll number of 25, he is belonging from the address 2. So this roll numbers given to the students, 20, let's say 25, right? So these roll numbers are actually the primary key in that attendance register, so that that roll number is uniquely identifying that student, right? So this is the primary key given to that attendance register. Same concept applies to every table with respect to the primary key. So let's explore and try to relate with this primary product lookup table. In this product lookup table, the primary keys are given, and you will just when you click on the table, when you click on the table wait a minute when you click on the table, you will find that there are a number of columns. But when you try to explore one of them, let's say product key, at bottom you see the information about that column. We are in the front end of the Power BI, okay? Power BI desktop, and we are at the front end, and we are in the table view. In table view, your right side, when you see to the right side, you find a data pane. In that data pane, you find any particular table, right? So we are trying to look for the product lookup. When I click on this product lookup, table tools are pop up, but inside this number of columns are there. So when I particularly click on any of the column, then column tools will be pop up. So that the all manipulation about this column can be done in this column tool option ribbon. When you want to do something related with the table and not a column, then you will find some relationship, some other options with respect to that table tool. Okay, that should be clear right now. Okay, let's deep dive into the column. I've clicked on the product key. When I see bottom left table name is, I've selected product lookup. In that table I have 293 records. That means we have 293 rows, right? And column, I selected this column product key, so that's why it's showing me product key. And this 293 distinct value, so what does it represent? So it, when I click on this, I know that now this table has 293 columns, and the particular column product key has same number of records. It means there is no duplicate value, or or all of them are distinct values, right? So for comparison purpose, let's this also another column product subcategory key. So when I click on this subcategory key, let's see now. So I know that because I have clicked on this previous column and saw that this product lookup, it is talking about table, that it has a 293 rows, right? But when I click on the second column product subcategory key, it shows same 293 rows. Yes, exactly, because it belongs to the same table, right? But initially we click on the product key and it was telling about product key column which has the 293 distinct values, right? But I when click on the product subcategory key, I see information about the column product subcategory key which has 37 distinct values. Okay, it means there are 293 records, out of which only 37 are distinct values. So rest of them, let's say, so 256 are the duplicate values, right? So how can you find that which one is duplicate value and which one is not? So when you click on this, since we are in the product lookup table and product key is given as a primary key, we found that by checking over here one of the key, let's say we are trying to find 214, or just simplicity we can find three, since we are seeing 310 at the top, we just try to find that single 310 where we have it. Yeah, here it is. UI issue, Power BI UI. When I uncheck this, click on 310, check this box, okay, then I will find definitely one record, exactly one record. Why? Because this 310 same concept like RAM for 20 roll number and RAM for 25 roll number, right? So even though the products are different, the product, if the product is same, but the primary key given to that product should be unique, right? It should be distinct. So you will find the single instance of this product key, but we have found that this is a primary key. So this is also a key, subcategory key. So isn't it primary key, or is it other key which is we called as a foreign key? So how do you find that? Is it a primary key, or is it not, or is it a foreign key then? So when you see it, you can see it by naked eyes that you see there are repetition of this two, right? Again one, 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 three, three, right? So there is a repetition. So whenever a repetition happens, repetition means instance. This one is an instance. This is the another instance. So these are multiple instances of twos, right? दो बहुत बार आ चुका है. So these are the multiple instances. Even though you could see it by naked eyes, we'll just try to filter it. And when you look at the bottom information, the product lookup 239 rows initially, but when we filtered this, then it is showing only 43 records rows in this column, out of which 37 were distinct values out of 239. But now out of 43 records, one filtered distinct value. It means throughout the 43 records you'll find single value only, right? Okay, so here we find that this is not a particular, this is not a primary key for this product lookup table. This is how you can find. Then why the product subcategory key is here, and if it is not a primary key, then what it is, right? So this is a foreign key, foreign, right? It does not belong to this table, it belongs to some other table, right? Other table, then which table? So the product subcategory is the key. So we have one table called subcategory T. So can we find it inside this? When I click on this subcategory lookup table, I go here and see is there any subcategory key. So here it is, product subcategory key. Again, now I clicked on this, and let's jump onto the product lookup table. Here we can see there are multiple. How many instances of twos were there? There were 43 instances of twos, right? We saw it, right? So there were 43 instances of product subcategory key, which was 2. When I go to the subcategory key table, and when I find it, click on this particular column, and here I see the information, the product subcategory lookup 37 rows, okay, and the product subcategory key 37 distinct value. Oh my god. So it is matching, right? It means this table has product subcategory key as a primary key, exactly, right? Oh, look at somewhere here, I find some product category key here also. So let's check this one also. But I can see by naked eyes that 1 1 1 again, 2 2 3. So there are multiple instances of this product category key. So is this a primary key here? No, it is not actually. Yes, you're right. This is not a primary key. This is what exactly? This is the foreign key for this table, right? And this is primary key for this table. How did you identify this? By looking at this information, right? 37 rows inside this table, and out of which all are distinct values, no repetition. Whereas when you see on the product category, it seems 37 rows, but only 4 distinct values are there. Only 4, right? It means 33 values were repeated. So when I go to the product category key, I saw that information. So this is the foreign key, not belongs to this table, not belongs to the subcategory table. Exactly, this does not belong here. So it belongs from where then? So it says that it is a product category key. Let's jump and try to find it in a some category kind of table. Here we find it, product category lookup, right? Oh, in this column I can see it by naked eyes. One, two, three, four values are given, and these are the product category. Oh, something is matching here, right? Product category key. And when I was looking in subcategory key, in product category key, I was finding the 4 distinct values. Oh, then the product category key is coming from this table. Product category key, product categories lookup, right? So here we can find the primary key. This is how we can find the primary key and foreign key. Okay. Same if you want to try something else, then try to find. I I request you, or what I can say, that you can go and try this customer lookup table. And oh shit, I have not provided you the files, right? Okay. So make sure you subscribe this channel and look into the description. I will be giving you the link for this number of files, right? Sorry for that, I missed to provide it, right? I'll give it to you in description box, link for this dataset. Then you can download it and practice on your own, right? Okay, when I go to customer lookup table, I go here again, I check records 18148 records, customer key 18148, it means it is a primary key. So is there any other key here? Customer, no other key, right? So it means this table has only one key, which is a customer key, and it should be the primary key for this table. Exactly. Okay, so I think a bit is most of the part about foreign key and primary key is clear to now, clear to you now. I don't think there is I think this should be sufficient, right? You have understood it, right? If you are not understood it, then make sure you go back and revisit the video again, concept, and watch it again. You'll get the idea of it, right? Mm, so we were talking about the how to build the models, right? So why did I explain you about the primary key and the foreign key? Because when you get idea about the data, which table contains which number of keys and which of them is a primary and which one is a foreign key, based on that relation, actually that is the schema of that table, right? What we saw just now is product lookup table. In that table, whosoever has constructed the schema for this table, they have mentioned that product key is the primary key. When you have the information about the table schema, then you can definitely identify the different information about the table. Let's say then you get to know about the primary key, foreign key, data types of that particular column inside a table. So blah blah blah, most of the information, every information is provided in the schema. But for our case, We don't have a schema, right, provided to us. Schema definition is not given to us because we are connected with the CSV file, and the CSV file does not contain this. These are flat files, right? Only data is stored inside this, and when you, there is no data validation created over here. This is just a copy of file, so you don't find the schema definitions over here. But what we did just now, we can find the most information, right? Which most important information for us is that product key, sorry, primary key and foreign key. We have found it, and this is the way you can find it. Otherwise, when you are connected to a database, when you have access to database, you can always look for the definitions of these tables, right? But in our case, we have find it, how to find the primary key and foreign keys. I think this should be enough for this. And now when I look into product lookup table, now I know this product key is the primary key for this product lookup table. Okay, wait. I see something over here also. Product key in sales data, right? So what do you think, is it a primary key or foreign key? It should be, right, it should be what exactly, it should be foreign key. But let me, or let's just explore the sales data, right? We have seen the product lookup. Now we are trying to find sales data and look for the product key. So here we go, we have a product key, we found it. But by naked eyes I can see 352, 352, 352, 352. Okay, there are a lot of instances, right? Instances, multiple instances of 352. Exactly. We saw that in a product lookup table, if you remember, we saw 310, right? Product key. When we found it, it was a single instance, 310. But let's have or move head around this 310 inside this table. Right. In this case, there are a lot of keys. So what we can do? Okay, but in this case, let me find that. Okay, in front end you will not get that option to search it, right? But for sake of understanding, I go to transform into, not enter data, transform data. I go to backend, that is Power Query Editor. In that I will go inside the sales data table. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just trying to find the sales data. In sales data, I saw there were one product key given, but product key is the primary key for the product lookup table, right? Excuse me, product key is the primary key for the product lookup table. But we saw in a sales table there were one key, there was one key which was a product key. Here we go. And I just wanted to find the 310, and how many, I don't see here, because here we see list maybe incomplete. I want to try and load it more. Then I want to search for the 310 key. You kidding me? No, I think there are no records for the 310. Let's see the product lookup table. And sorry, exactly. It was not a product key. I think it was not a category. It was subcategory. Or was it a customer key? No. Product lookup. Oh my god. Which key was that? Product key only, right? It was product key only. Yes, in product lookup, I have that product key. When I go and select 310, I see there's a product called Road 150 Red 62. Okay. When I go to sales data again, I go to product key. If the 310 is not available, that means no one has bought or has placed order for 310, right? It is that simple, no need to worry, right? No need to worry, we can do it reverse, right? Let's check 214 inside the sales data. Let's check 214 inside the sales data. No need to worry, no need to worry, we can check it reverse way also. When you check for the go to power query 214, when I click OK, there should be multiple instances of 214 because we are in the sales data. Look here, queries, sales data contains the information of orders placed, revenue generated, quantities placed, payment done. This kind of data is stored inside the sales data, or we call it as a fact table technically. What we call it as a fact, fact table, right? Which contains orders placed or revenue, total payment done, or sales generated. So this kind of information is stored in the fact table. And this 214 table, you make sure that whenever you apply filter in the Power BI's back end, make sure if you don't want this filtered data is key flow to the front end, you make sure you clear the filter always, right? So that the entire data will, when you save this, the entire data will flow to the front end. Or else what happen, when you apply the filter 214 and you just close and apply, in front end you will see only 214 key, right? So you don't see the rest of the keys. So you make sure, right, if something happen with you like that, then you go to the backend, make sure you have cleared the filter, then apply it, right? So here we go to the product lookup table, product key. I see there is one key called 214, which is product key. I know there is single instance, still I am applying a filter to show you guys it is the single record only, right? So this it means that when we were seeing looking for the 310 in the sales data, so for particular product there were no order placed. That is why we did not see any information about that particular product inside the sales data, right? Exactly. So this is what the relation it means. Now we clear that sales data having product key, which is foreign key, exactly, which is foreign key in the sales data. So same concepts apply for every schema, means every table, right? When you click on the customer key, customer lookup, you see customer key over here. Also you can go here, customer key, look, it clearly means product lookup, customer lookup contains the customer key. That key is the primary key for this customer lookup, whereas the customer key in the sales data is is what, exactly, foreign key. Again in returns data also, you see that there is one product key, product key given here. This is the what foreign key exactly. This is the foreign key. What else? Territory lookup. Sales territory key given here. When you go and explore the data, you will find this is the primary key for this table. Sales data. Okay, do I find? Yes, do we have it, right? This is the foreign key exactly. Now you go to the calendar lookup table. Date is given. This date is primary key. Get it? This date is primary key. When you find the sales data, order date is the foreign key. So these are the primary and foreign keys over here. I think we have explored about what are the primary keys and what are the foreign keys, right? So oh my god, 30 minutes, it's too long. But uh, but I think I have delivered enough to make you guys understand by showing the different examples, right? I did not show you writing in writings on the screen because I don't have that right facility as of now with me, but I'll make sure in future I'll show you in notepads that you will understand so very clearly. But still I think I have delivered it so that in a way that you guys have understood it, right? If you still did not understood, then you make sure you comment down, right? Commenting is your hmm, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, you should comment, right? If you don't understand anything, you make comment. It is not for, I'm not asking you because of I want to uh, I want my videos to be viral. Actually, I want it, but my first motto is to make you guys understand, right? You comment down whatever you don't understand it, understand. Then I'll make sure I'll upload a video. I'll explain a bit in proper ways. If you didn't understand it, right? I'll try to explain it again, right? So that is my motto. So make sure you guys subscribe the channel. If you have not yet, please subscribe, and I'll make sure that I'll give you the files, right? This Excel files, so that you can practice on it. So thank you for this lecture. We'll see you into the next. Thank you guys.